The name's Old Town or Abakwa leaves few people indifferent. It is the neighborhood that gave birth to the town of Bamenda, the third largest city of Cameroon and the headquarters of the Northwest region. It is a place with a unique history and people. Ntabeng, as it is officially and traditionally called, has evolved over the years, today hosting a population of some 22,000 people coming from all the regions of Cameroon as well as neighboring countries.
You find the Bamlekes, the Hausas, nearly the people from Southwest, people nearly everywhere from Northwest. Find Banso, Bamum, they are all settled here, Hausas. You can just say the whole, even Yaoundé people too, they are settled here. You had a quarter there, known as Babuti Quarter.
In such a place where people from different cultures and religious background converge, one will hope to enjoy the fallouts of that diversity, with everyone finding who and what to relate with. Despite the beautiful stories, the negative side cannot be ignored, some of which are conflict, insecurity, and suspicion.
We don't have that love together. There's too much discrimination. You get up in the morning, you are at your door. I'm open right in my door. You cannot say, let me visit the next neighbor and see whether they are all up or something is wrong.
The story of one Hausa boy who in broad daylight stabbed another young Christian boy is one of the many incidents that fuel ethnic and religious conflict. Despite legal and other administrative measures to counter such vices, culture and sports have long been a uniting force. The Subi Cultural Association takes the lead in this endeavor. It is a traditional dance group that represents and makes shine the Northwest culture nationally and internationally.
Subi, if you want to give it a very simple translation, as we call it in quotes in the quartier in Bamenda, it means man of the people. Subi has an average of, Subi has to about 50 members. Most of them, they are youths, and being from the youthful age, they have other ambitions. They go to school. Some of them, they have their careers they have to follow. So we've been on the average for a permanent membership of about 50 members of Subi. Subi was created in 1924. Then you will know that I'm not one of the founding members of Subi. But what we gathered along the line and what took me to Subi is that the objective of Subi is to bring people together to have fun.
They meet frequently to rehearse and enjoy the traditional staple of the Northwest region. Only this time, the fufu corn is cooked by women and the chicken called kati kati is prepared by a man.
It's ready now for eating, so we can now go in the Subi hall and then have a good lunch. You're welcome.
They dine together irrespective of their individual village, and so are their sponsors, who have no tribal attachment with the group.
I am from Songwa. I am one of the patrons of Subi. Subi traditionally from Oku. Now we have about 10 or 10 of the members from the French-speaking part of Cameroon. We have members from the Southwest region. We have members from the Northwest region. All villages or tribes in the Northwest region represented in Subi. There is no other group I can tell you that would epitomize national integrity or national integration, or bringing together people from all backgrounds.
Traditional dance is a sure measure to promote integration and peace, but it is yet to beat sports. Old Town has been the bedrock of one of the best and most renowned football teams of all times in the Northwest region, the Public Works Department Social Club, famously known as PWD Bamenda. The team, formed in 1962, is still the pride of Old Town in particular and Bamenda in general. Several of its former and present players still live here. Pa Chang Morris is one of the founding fathers of PWD. A prominent player based in the West Province back in the days was invited to help build the team in 1962. With a start-off salary of 9,000 CFA francs, it is no surprise that he ain't got much to show off as wealth for his football days. He shuns the camera. Nevertheless, he still walks around this neighborhood with pride, bearing in mind that they contributed to making Bamenda in general and Old Town in particular proud. A little farther from where he lives is home to one of the eminent players of PWD, who moved on to be a national football team player between 1983 to 1986, and later on coach of PWD. He started playing football very young and got recruited into PWD in 1977 with a start-off salary of 1,000 CFA francs. Often described as the fling-footed 8-shirt player. Yes, I am talking about Ben Bola. I met him at his home, and it was with utmost humility, respect and delight that I sat down to hear his story.
I started playing the school team when they called it, minor, in primary school, class 3. From there, I started playing throughout the primary school. I started playing second division when I was in class 6 with Mango United.
How did you discover the talent in you?
Yeah, we had something they called Town Ntabeng. We would be 6 against 6 in that small court. So you see, when we said Town Ntabeng, that's when we discovered talent. We started shooting, 3 against 3. So that's when we started discovering talent. I was taking there before I entered Mango United, just from that Town Ntabeng. Over it's just like a village. We know everybody. We live together. So I think if we're having a lot of problems in this hotel, I think strangers are causing this problem. Yeah, because we love ourselves in this hotel. Yeah, it was sometimes, we play football just for the moral support. We play for the people. By then we didn't play for money. So when they just encourage you, shout, you feel encouraged. You feel encouraged because it makes you to feel wanted. So we work harder to make them to feel happy also. So it has done a lot for me. It's opened a lot of doors for me. I've got a lot of friends, a lot of family. So I call them friends, but they're more like family. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I have a lot of extended family through the football. So it's done a lot for me and for my children. Well, I think there's some progress. And there's a lot of development going in. And we have some youths here who are trying to do something good for the area now. And they are trying to educate, they call them Tamba. So they are trying to see how the youths can interact in the society and can have some education. So in those days we didn't have such youth. So now they are trying to impart knowledge to the younger generation. No, I mean, I enter somewhere, they say, is that not Benbola? I said, no, that's the old man. That's the old man just it doesn't change. I said, that's because I've been doing sports throughout.
And what advice can you give to young people? Because you said you started your career from young, while there are other children in this old town who are gallivanting the whole place, doing very funny things. What is your advice for the young generation today?
Yeah, I want them to concentrate on football. Football is a profession now. And I want to tell the parents also to know that football can go with education. They should encourage them, and the children should know that you have to sacrifice a lot because you have a lot of activities distracting them. You have small girls around drinking, nightclub. They don't have sufficient rest. So they have to rest, comport themselves if they want to make it like a profession. So they have to forgo a lot of things.
The great stories are endless, but it is yet to totally wipe out some of the challenges and realities that make this place known for all the bad reasons. Just like the name, Old Town has for many years been characterized by old houses, bad road network, and inaccessibility. These factors have greatly increased insecurity and marred the beauty of the town. Today, the main form of transportation, especially within the neighborhood, remains motorbikes. People often get into ghastly accidents, though this time around, no human casualty was recorded. An old problem in Old Town is insecurity. This neighborhood might be the seat to the biggest police force in town, yet it has for long been reputed for sheltering the most redoubtable criminals. Drugs is still a major problem, and youths can get you from marijuana, opium, and even cocaine in a sec.
Like behind my house, some of them, they smoke marijuana. They talk to people anyhow.
With just 1,000 francs, I was served a good dose of crack. The major consequences of the use of drugs are delinquency and unprecedented school dropouts, especially among the Muslim community.
Our children don't obey us. They do not obey us as we do at first to obey our parents. They copy foreign life. Somewhere they are naked at their ends here, leaving the upper part. Some girls come up right here, but we were taught that your dress should be over your knees. Is mine not over my knees? Can you see my knees? But our girls today don't obey us. There are many crimes.
Old Town and its old houses make a pair. In the early days, all of the houses here were built with mud and roofed with grass. But after a fire accident that brought down almost the entire neighborhood in 1958, people started building more stronger houses with stone and corrugated iron zinc. Electricity was installed by Power Camp in 1977, and today Ntabeng is a relatively developed area, especially with the creation of the Ntabeng Development Association. A lot has been achieved in 7 years thanks to the World Bank Cameroon Corporation that carried out developmental projects in Ntabeng to the tune of 2,973,000,000 CFA francs.
project intended in the in French language. It is abbreviated PDUE. That in French they call it. They say projet de développement le secteur urbain, l'improvisionnement en deux. So this project, it simply means the guys from the World Bank, in cooperation with the Cameroon government, they were out to see into it that parts of the city where people are living like they are living in the village, village, should be upgraded. So in Bamenda, when they came to Bamenda, they decided to choose Old Town, which is in Ntabeng. Then with metal quarters, we call it Mugep, Atuazere. Then the Cow Street area, they call it Mugep. They were the 3 quarters that were chosen in Bamenda. So in for them, their main aim was to upgrade the standard of living of the inhabitants of the quarters. So they in road infrastructure, hygiene and sanitation, and electricity and water.
As the saying goes, no omelette without broken eggs. Several houses were broken and personal land lost for the project to go through. Apart from government and international aid, groups of young people have taken matters into their own hands to ensure the security and hygiene of this neighborhood. The Ntabeng Brothers Association is one of such groups. With a membership of over 60 people in and out of Cameroon, their contribution is significant.
The purpose of Town Ntabeng Association is to sponsor the children in school, and as far as health is concerned, we try to see if we can improve the health issue by supporting our health center, the little health center that we have, and we give trash cans also, sanitation in the quarter.
Another group of young men very involved in the neighborhood are motorbike riders. Most of them came here in search for better opportunities, and they are a great necessity, not only because of the inaccessibility of the roads, but also because they act as a vigilante group.
We have a group here. For example, most of us are Muslims. We call it the Inshallah group. We associate, we have a Njangin group. We play Njangin during every Saturday here at about 5 p.m. Yes, that's what always gathers us together. We have a case that we always contribute money and keep. When we keep like that, for example, if one of us have any problem, we rush that case, look at what is inside, we run and help him in one or the other way. We don't only help our brothers who are basic, we also help people in the town. For example, if we see somebody facing a problem on the street, for example, a lady is being harassed or something like that, the first basic person that passes there will raise an alarm. Maybe he will be honey like this, so that others will gather. When others hear one of them honey like that, they will just gather. 5 minutes, we will see the place surrounded by the bike riders, so the problem will be solved at that very moment.
Today, Ntabeng enjoys the facilities that come with every urban town or neighborhood. Electricity, pipe-borne water, tarred roads and road signs, clean gutters, health centers, administrative structures, government as well as private primary, secondary and high schools, as well as hotels, the most famous being the Ayaba Hotel. These positive changes does not leave the inhabitants indifferent.
Much improvement. Upstairs are springing up from side to side. I've seen that development is more than what we had before. Everybody is trying to keep his or her own premises clean.
As you can see, Old Town is always clean, and we have good health caretakers about like health. We have our hair center down here. They are helping us.
As I came here, places were very dirty. But I'm seeing the environment clean now and change of environment. Things they don't change plenty because emergency call will become a day when they fall. Rain was falling inside the house, but now they have fixed it. It's better now. And they have fixed police station that it was not like this. So I'll be happy for say plenty changes the day.
No, there's relative peace now because of the law and order, law enforcement. At that time now, we had very few policemen. The police barrack was up that way. And since with these people from all villages, you had criminals who settled here. So it was the police, the security too was not tight as it is now.
Despite the facelift, a lot still has to be done in terms of change of mentality. The president of Ntada explains that the reason why Old Town is not evolving is because most of the houses here are owned by big families and no one wants to individually invest in a family compound for fear of inheritance squabble. Regardless, some families are doing a great job, raising new houses and repairing old ones, while others are providing social amenities like water as tribute to their parents. The old and wise know better and they caution and advise.
I will pray to my God to make us to be in unity. No discrimination. Let us love one another. Let us not say you come from this, I come from this. No, we are one. If we are together, do our things with love, we cannot discriminate. This is Hausa, this is Grafi, this is this.
A lot has happened over the years. Old Town can easily be called New Town, looking at all the changes that have been made. However, there is always need for more.
We had 6 these boreholes that were supposed to be given to the Taba community. But it was unfortunate that when we went around, at least to plead to the community to give us a piece of land, especially those lands that are situated near the roadside, most of the people were not all that abiding. They have not completed the hall, and even the hall is dilapidating. And the quarter is suffering a lot because this hall was, when the period they came, this hall was our main source of income. That we should generate income here so that we can help manage all the projects that were allocated in Tamba. We are given an integrated health center located right up there. The problem now, the road leading to the integrated health center is not all that good. And since the road is not all that good, the health center is being inhabited by thieves since it's been placed in the forest. So we don't have a good health center as for now.
Despite the odds, the people of Ntabeng wish to be identified with nowhere else in the world. To them, being an old town or a Bakwa boy or girl speaks not only of your legitimacy as a Bamenda, but also of how ingenious and sharp-witted you are. For them, Old Town is sacred. Old Town is indeed a town on its own. The mentality and bravery of its progenitor is far out. Its name, Ntabeng, a word yet an entire story on its own. From east to west, north to south, Ntabeng, Old Town or Abakwa, people will always relate. The sound of the mosque tells us the day is over. The sun sets on Abakwa. It sets on some who have grown too old like Old Town. Others who are too young to understand Abakwa. Many are dead and forgotten like Old Town. And many more, a great number, yet to be born into Old Town. But what matters the most are the many lives impacted by this place. Memories too intense to let go. It might be known as the neighborhood of the good, the bad and the ugly, but for some of us, it's home. I hope you've discovered something new or you've added meaning to what you already know. And until we meet next time, stay blessed.